So welcome to my allotment. Today I'm going to be talking about what you can be sowing and planting in the month of August, if you've still got room on your plot, that is. So if you've not already subscribed to my channel, if you could please do so, because you'll get lots of helpful hints and tips all throughout the year from my home garden, my allotment and also my home kitchen. Now there isn't a vast amount you can be sowing in August, but there are still some things you can be getting in, and indeed I'm going to be getting them in. I'll give you some options and then it's up to you. I haven't got an awful lot of space, if I'm honest with you, so if there is a space available then I normally fill it this time of year. So the one thing I'm definitely going to be sowing this month, and as soon as possible in the next few days, are some lettuces. So as you can see, I'm now on my third lot of lettuces. So the first lot had already started to bolt. This I probably sowed about a month ago. That's all ready to pick, and I've in fact been picking it, but it won't last forever. The cut and come again lettuces are absolutely awesome because they don't form hearts, so you can keep picking them and they last a little bit longer than the ones that heart up, because problems with the ones that heart up is you have to take them once they've hearted up, otherwise they bolt really quickly. That's why I always recommend the cut and come again lettuces, but it's up to you what you sow what you like eating yourself. So obviously they're going to last me a fair few weeks, so I'm going to be sowing myself some of the like I say, the salad bowl ones, the mixed colours, mixed kind of decorative leaves, so the really curly ones. And then I've also got some just general salad bowl, which is what's actually there, just like kind of like the looser curl. So they're my preferences. So I've already dug a piece of ground over. This is where I had my onions. So I've just dug the ground. It's rock solid, so I'm actually going to have to water it a little bit to loosen it up a little bit before I get the seeds in. So it's worth prepping the ground this time of year. Do you know, a few weeks ago there was still quite a bit of moisture in the soil, but I've just dug it today, just a couple of weeks later, and it's really rock solid. And my plan was to actually get my seeds in today, but it's not going to happen. So definitely plan if you plan to get some more seeds in. The other thing I'm going to be sowing, some radishes. The things you want to sow this time of year are the fast growing things, and cut and come again lettuces is one of them. Radishes is also another one. I'll probably sow these at home. I've got a tub. I find they grow much better because I get a lot of flea beetle, and that seems to protect them. So something else you can be sowing are some spring onions. I often start these off in pots like I do with my leeks, because I find that I get much better germination with them. So I've already started a few off at home in my summer house, and I'll be planting those out shortly. Something else which is really lovely, if you've not already started off, are the Bright Lights chard, but you could just plant normal spinach. The great thing with chard is that it will grow all through the winter, a bit like the spring onions. They'll grow all through the winter, so you'll be getting stuff then, you know. And the other good thing about the curly leaf varieties, they're not completely frost hardy, but they can take a wee bit of frost. So I've even had lettuces which are out in the open, not under cover, right up until December. Now I'm not saying we can guarantee that's going to happen, but they are more hardy than some of the other lettuce varieties. Something else you could still be sowing, or if you've got some strawberry runners, they could be going in now. That's something else you could be doing. And if you wanted to sow some turnips or some beetroots or some fast growing carrots, you could also put them in at the moment, but I would be getting them in, you know, ASAP in August. Don't be leaving it till the end of the month. And not with all those things, to be honest. If you're going to start sowing stuff, get stuff in as early as possible, unless of course you're growing it under cover. Now I do hope that's given you some inspiration of some things that you can sow if you've still got space. I'd love to know things that you sow this time of year and any successes you have with August plantings, because they can be a little bit tricky. That's why I stick to the things that I know that work.